Facebook as we reboot that. But anyway, program is brought to you in part by, we talked about the importance of supporting our advertisers, right? And I think this is very important to do. We live in a society that is looking. We have people who are out there actively looking to tear down anyone that doesn't toe really the Democrat line. That's really what this comes down to. Not 100%. There are some in the boycott crowd on the other side as well. But this is a real problem in our culture. And so, we ask our listeners that you just give our advertisers a chance. And there's a whole bunch of them. We're growing those each and every day. And one of those is Gatekeeper Services in Central Indiana. They have experience with providing automated gate installation and maintenance services. They offer affordable residential and commercial motorized units. Gatekeeper Services, they're on the west side in Plainfield, but they service Central Indiana. Veteran-owned, by the way. Call them to get a free estimate, 317-714-4061, 317-714-4061. Be sure to tell them that you heard them on our program. They're good guys. Good guys. I've met them. I meet most of our advertisers. That's becoming a little harder as we grow, but I get to know folks, and we've met Larry and Matt. Anyway, appreciate having them on the program. So during the break, and you would have heard me firing up this clip, or a couple of clips if you were on Facebook, I was playing for Oz here some clips from Morning Joy. Now, Morning Joy, Joy Reid on MSNBC, her and AOC have a lot in common. They could sit down and have a conversation, and I wouldn't mind the video cameras being there just to see where this thing ends up. But these two are radicals. They are crazy. And to Oz's point, Oz says she has an audience. She does have an audience. It is perplexing because what she is, I just want you to listen to this. Now remember, for 4 years, they were in complete panic mode because Donald J. Trump was was in charge of the executive branch. He was doing things that they wanted to represent as destructive to America, the end of civilization as we know it. In the final days of Trump's presidency, we had Nancy Pelosi actually trying to keep the nuclear codes away from him. I mean, come on, right? This is the sort of stuff that happened. And they bemoaned and cried and blew things out of proportion. They stirred up hatred and discord, personal hatred for Trump, hatred for America, discord among Americans to where if you didn't agree with the talking points of the radical left, you needed to be canceled, or you needed to be stopped, or you needed to be doxxed on social media. You had to pay the consequence. You were part of the problem, right? Anger, rage, bitterness. Now they're in control now. Everything should be going perfectly well, and it is an unmitigated disaster. Everywhere you look, it is an unmitigated disaster. You know it, I know it, and perhaps most importantly, even they know it. Unmitigated disaster. That is what we have. And folks, we are 2 months into this. 2 months into this. So they're upset about a lot of things. And I really do believe out of all the things they're upset about, the one that upsets them the most is that now they have the power, but they're not ready. They, meaning Joe Manchin, Senator Sinema from Arizona, they're not prepared to use it. Meaning they're not prepared to blow through the filibuster. They're not prepared to push through, maybe, now this could change, they're not prepared to push through H.R. 1, which really, folks, to me, is the most important thing to them right now. H.R. 1 and this stupid piece of legislation that basically nationalizes elections and creates all sort of havoc for our elections. I mean, it basically takes everything that was wrong in 2020 and makes it what we have to do every state moving forward. That is what it does. It opens up mail-in voting to the extreme. It fights against this idea, this concept that there's an ID that needs to be presented. Everything that was wrong with the system in 2020, all the things that we talked about on here, right, before it even happened. We talked about this in the months leading up to 2020. All the things that are bad with elections, those are the things that they want to codify into law. They want to make that the law of the land. They want to overrule your state, wherever that may be. You may be with me in the great state of Indiana, but any state in this country, no matter where you live, they want the federal government to come in and to take basically control of the election, even though the Constitution says the states are responsible for their own elections. They're going to nationalize everything, come in and fix the problem and do away with the racists. Basically, this is the narrative. The racists who are trying to keep people from voting, trying to keep people of color from voting, silencing the American people. That's what they want you to believe this is about. But make no mistake about this. This is about the permanent ability to remain in power. They can see that finish line. You hear me say that. And if you were in the home studio, I point, for whatever reason, I point to the same spot. I visualize in front of me a finish line. And it's within a couple of strides. It's right there for the taking. And they won't do it. Not yet, anyway. I'm not convinced that they won't change their minds. Because these discussions that are happening behind closed doors, I can guarantee you go something like this. If let's say that you have the Democrats who are pushing for H.R. 1 to do away with the filibuster against those who are dragging their feet like Joe Manchin. This is what they will say. Joe, if you just put your head down and if you just run through this finish line, it doesn't matter. You're never going to have to go back and be held accountable for your actions. What we've done to the election system, if we're allowed to pass this stupid piece of legislation, H.R. 1, the For the People Act, it's really For the Democrat Party Act is what it should be. For the permanence of the Democrat Party reign and rule. That's what this act should be called. And they say, look, just put your head down, run through it. You're going to have some pushback. You're going to have some opposition now. But once we implement this, Joe, you can't lose. You can't lose because this system and how messed up it is going to make sure that you remain in power. Put your head down and run through the finish line. Run through the tape. We got to finish the job. And they are losing their minds. They being the likes of AOC, they being the likes of Joy Reid and the other radical leftists, because they were under the impression that if they got here, the finish line would be run through by the leaders in the Democrat Party, by all Democrat Party officials, because they actually coalesce pretty well. That's one thing that they do quite well. So I'm going to play this Joy Reid soundbite, but it's going to come on the other side of the break because I've gone long in this segment. So sit tight. We'll get to that after the break. Back here in just a minute.
Stay on top of the nonsense our colleges are subjecting students to today by listening to Todd's monthly interview series with Matt Lamb, assistant editor of The College Fix. Listen at toddhuffshow.com/college. Brought to you by Apprentice University. With so many societal changes, everyone's talking about apprenticeships and college debt. Businesses seek employees with practical problem-solving skills. Visit apprentice.university to learn about our demanding academics and paid apprenticeships in excess of tuition. No debt, in-demand skills, Christian community.
All your life, you've planned and taken care of the people you love. They always knew you had a plan. Taking care of your final wishes will give them one final gift. Buying your headstones direct through Thomas Monument saves your loved ones additional stress during a difficult time and saves money by cutting out the middleman. Call 317-244-6525 or go online to thomasmonument.com to understand why families have trusted us since 1962.
Hunting, fishing, bows, guns, ammo, safes, and more. The Outdoorsman Sports Shop in Greenwood has all the gear you need for your outdoor experience. We have a huge selection of brands that other shops don't carry, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to answer all your outdoor adventure questions. At Outdoorsman Sports Shop in Greenwood, you can even hone your archery skills at our indoor shooting range. Find us online at outdoorsmansportshop.com. So get outdoors, but bring the right gear.
Our word can't be diluted because we are taught that a promise is a commitment in which you always follow through. No ifs, ands, or buts. So every time you walk through Greg Hubler Chevrolet doors, you can count on the advice and expertise we provide you. Because when we make a promise, we keep it. Greg Hubler Chevrolet. Promise kept. Visit GregHublerChevy.com. Find new roads.
Are you looking to purchase waterproof flooring for your home? Did you know it's as easy as typing rnrproducts.com/Todd in your search engine for a great deal on our core tech line? Since 1971, R&R Products has provided brand name products at an affordable price to the listening area. Call 317-745-5794 or go online to rnrproducts.com/Todd. R&R Products. We make your flooring experience easy and affordable.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
800-764-9168. 800-764-9168. 800-764-9168. That's 800-764-9168.
I want to get one more season out of my furnace or air conditioner. Have you or someone you know ever made that statement? Economy heating, air conditioning, and plumbing has heard it a lot. Did you know that furnaces and air conditioners are most likely to break down when they're under stress? That means during the hottest and coldest months of the year, like those months quickly approaching us. With winter on the horizon, now is the time to replace that old rickety unit. With 0% financing for up to 72 months and up to $600 in instant rebates, now is the time to buy. Doing great work is Economy's priority, and the satisfaction of their customers is their number one goal, guaranteed. Make your home comfortable this winter. Contact Economy Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing today by calling 317-831-5279 or visit them at economyheatingandair.com. Welcome back. You've tuned in to America's Reality Czar. Self-appointed, by the way. Self-appointed. The New York Times was asking Biden to appoint a reality czar, and I figured who better for that job than me. So here we are. Oz, don't be laughing at that. So here we go. Here's this soundbite. This is from last week. Joy Reid. Now remember, her party's in power. Her crazy ideology is being implemented, even though they act like it's not, even though they want to pretend like they're doing something moderate and reasonable in Congress and so forth. They're run by radicals right now. Democrat Party is 100% run by radicals. If you're a rank and file member of the Democrat Party, or if you know someone who is, you know people who are not radicals, but they are being represented by the radicals today. But it's still not enough for Joy Reid. I want you to listen to this. This is When I say H.R. 1, in my opinion, right now, and they have a laundry list of things they want to get done, but I think H.R. 1 to them may be the most, I say may because it's definitely a contender for most important to them. Because again, it takes their ability to implement their radical ideas and push us towards socialism and government control and the nanny state and them having the positions of power and authority for the rest of their lives. It pushes us in that direction, and they're happy to take us there. So I think H.R. 1 may be the number one priority for them right now. Listen to Joy Reid. I want you to listen to this utter insanity. And to Oz's point, she has an audience. People tune in and listen to this gibberish, to this nonsense, and act as though this is a legitimate and rational viewpoint. Listen to how she describes Georgia's newly passed election law. Listen to how she argues in favor of the For the People Act. Listen to this crazy nonsense.
Let's just be clear for everybody who's watching this right now.
Be clear.
What Republicans are saying is they're going to make it torture for you to vote in line by having fewer machines, beat up machines, places where in urban centers, places where black folks live, suburbs where black people live, make it impossible or torture for you to vote in line.
Waterboarding stations.
And then they're going to make it impossible for you to vote by mail. They're going to lock off every way that you can vote. And then even if you survive all of those restrictions and you finally get your vote in, then they're going to say,
you don't die.
Ways out. We're just not going to count what you did because we don't like who you voted for, so we're just going to give it to the other guy. This is the end of democracy in America. This is the beginning of the South Africa strategy. This is minority rule. This is saying we will rule over the objections of the majority of the American people. This is the most serious thing that we've seen happen since the January 6th siege. It's another kind of siege. It is absolutely bizarre, and it is, I won't say it's un-American. It's probably kind of in a way. It's old school American. It's Jim Crow American.
Yeah, so she's got a Black Lives Matter guest on there that I won't play the response, but you get the idea. Again, these folks are in power right now. They're in power. She made it sound like, going to vote is the equivalent of the Bataan Death March. And if you think about it, folks, we have polling places. Now, the states are different. I do recognize that. But if you can't get to a polling place to vote, or if you can't request a ballot by mail at this particular point in time, given the time frame that we have this open, forgive me for questioning your seriousness in wanting to cast a ballot. I suppose there could be some extreme circumstance where someone, just is... I don't know what it would be. I'm trying to be as understanding as possible here. But the idea that we have polling places open all the time, even on weekends, that the voter ID requirement the state of Georgia will even pay for, it's not about that. It's not about a poll tax. It's about, surprisingly to the left, we need to know that you're eligible to vote. That's it. That's all we need to know. You just have to be able to prove who you are. And they'll say anything that makes a voter take one step to ensure that he or she is legally eligible to vote, they frame, as AOC was saying earlier, that if you use the word surge, you're framing the situation on the border as a militaristic situation. Well, in the same fashion, although in the world of reality, not in the world of AOC's gibberish and nonsense, in the same sense, if you're going to use the phrase voter suppression anytime there's a rule to make sure that the votes that are cast are only the ones that should be legally counted, then that is a major problem. And that's what they've done, and that's what the media does. That's what Joe Biden did the other night. He's now saying that his administration may be taking a look at the Georgia law that just passed on elections. Folks, they are ticked off about this. The idea that they're going to have to run another election. Some of these folks think, hey, they thought if we win in 2020, we're going to make sure that we stay in power forever by passing laws that are only going to exacerbate the problems that we had, which we'll take advantage of. That's what they're doing. That is what's happening here. It is obvious to anyone that wants to see it. And I've got to take a break. Sit tight. Back here in just a minute.
Listen to Todd's show on your way to work, but want to hear more? Don't miss a beat. Visit toddhuffshow.com/listen to catch the program anytime, anywhere.
Unhappy with your CPAP machine? Now you have an alternative. The docs at Indy Dental Sleep have an oral appliance that treats snoring and sleep apnea. They begin with an in-home sleep test that is diagnosed by a sleep physician before prescribing your appliance. And it's covered by most medical insurance plans. It's preferred 20-1 versus CPAP. Call 317-888-4036 and start getting the sleep you need. Or visit indydentalsleep.com. Fireplaces can be beautiful and even essential in heating some homes. But did you know they could be dangerous to your family if not properly maintained? Chimneys need to be cleaned and inspected annually. My family and I had Smalling Masonry inspect ours. They are friendly, informative, on time, and helped us use our wood-burning stove more efficiently. Call Christian-owned Smalling Masonry today at 317-903-8121 and mention my name, Todd Huff, for a 15% off chimney inspection and sweep.
Hi, this is Caleb with Gluff Plumbing. Does your home need some plumbing updates? Gluff Plumbing is your solution. We specialize in updating old plumbing, everything from water heaters to well pumps, to underground leaks and everything that has to do with water entering and leaving the home, including water and sewer main excavations. We pride ourselves on old-fashioned customer service. Call Gluff Plumbing at 765-721-6789 or visit gluffplumbing.com. That's GLUFF plumbing.com. Call us today.
Hey Indy, Sid here with Kill a Dent Removal. We specialize in a paint-free repair process known as PDR. Our certified master technicians remove dents and dings of all shapes and sizes, including hail damage, with zero body fillers, zero painting, and zero diminished value. Most repairs are completed the same day, many even while you wait. Check us out at killadentremoval.com. And remember, folks, don't paint your car, go PDR.
Our sense of smell stimulates memory and emotion. A scent can seemingly transport us to another place and time. Homemade, hand-poured candles and melts from spur-of-the-moment creations will give your nose the experience the rest of your body is missing during any season of the year. Crackling firewood, fresh-cut grass, Macintosh apple, and even racing fuel are some of their over 200 engaging fragrances. Visit spurofthemomentcreations.com and enter coupon code TODD at checkout to receive 15% off your order today.
Are you tired of manually opening the gate every time you pull in the drive, especially during the freezing cold, pouring rain, or hot, humid weather? Then Gatekeeper Services has your solution. They offer affordable residential and commercial motorized units for your gated properties. Veteran-owned with over 50 years' experience in motorized gate sales and repairs on any make or model, and with numerous entry control options, Gatekeeper Services takes pride being certified in both automated gate system design and operator installation. Simplify your life today by calling 317-714-4061.
What if your bank treated you like a person instead of an account number? What if you could sit across from the person you are opening an account with or requesting a loan from and have an actual conversation? You may be thinking, Todd, that's crazy talk. Well, not at Citizens Bank. Come visit them in Monrovia and meet Nick Gibson, their new branch manager, and the rest of their staff. Or give them a call at 317-831-0110. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Not to be outdone, Vice President Kamala Harris speaking, I don't know where this even, to a group, pushing to pay teachers more and to provide government, paid child care. I just want you to hear this. She's up there talking about it, and she brings up, of course, with COVID, parents have had to change how they live effectively. Either taking off work, working from home, doing something, right? Because there's no school and There's no child care. It's a lot of places anyway. So she has this to say, and it's not just what she says. She thinks this is hilarious, folks. And remember in the city of San Diego, the Democrats are allowing the education of illegal immigrants in person, but not students of taxpayers in the state or the city of San Diego. Listen to this.
More people are seeing that, yeah, affordable childcare is a big deal.
She goes.
More parents are seeing the value of educators when they had to bring their kids and say, we're not paying them nearly enough.
More parents having to stay home with their kids. Woo! I got to pay those teachers more. We have to have government-led childcare. Yeah. She's having a good old time. Oh, my friends, I tell you what, this is, look, it is serious. I don't want to say that. This, you know that I believe in everything that we say on here. But there's a way to, I think, communicate, and sometimes you just have to laugh. But this does have some entertainment value. This is, again, remember what we were for 5 years really, when they began their attacks on Trump, once they realized that he wasn't just a joke, that he actually had a chance at winning, which it took him a little while to catch on to that. But you look at this and you think, we were told pretty much the whole time, for at least 4 years, we'll say 4 years, we were told that we had to have the adults running the show again, because Trump, of course, was not an adult. He was a juvenile at best, maybe infantile in the minds of the left. And so they just say, wait until we take control and everything will be fine. We are 2 months in. And no matter where you look, disaster, chaos, joke, implosion. Welcome to today's Democrat Party, and by extension, since they're in control, your nation. Back here in just a minute.
Had enough of the cancel culture? Why not fight back by directly supporting the advertisers who make this program possible? Visit supportouradvertisers.com to give those who help bring this program to you the opportunity to earn your business. Find out more about businesses like Economy Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, Care to Change, and Interior Construction Services by visiting supportouradvertisers.com today.
There's a lot going on in the world today, and with so much going on, it's sometimes hard to maintain balance. Jesus said in John 16:33, "In this world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." I'm Pastor Jeff Floyd of the Martinsville First Church of the Nazarene. To experience how life can be better with Jesus, come worship at M1 Church at 10 a.m. this Sunday, 1609 John R. Wooden Drive in Martinsville, or catch our live stream service on Facebook at M1 Church. For more information, visit m1nazarene.org. Have a great day today in Jesus.
Wallace Construction is a family-owned business with 45 years' experience in asphalt, concrete, and seal coating. At Wallace Construction, our wide variety of experience and top-notch customer service have helped us build a strong reputation in Central Indiana. But we don't rest on that reputation. We build it, one job at a time. If you have an upcoming project, call us at 317-422-5356. That's Wallace Construction, 317-422-5356, and ask for Richard or Roger.
Hey Indianapolis, by now you've probably heard about Jody Dowdle with Midwest Tax Group. Jody and his team are experts at helping you prepare your personal or small business tax returns. You can count on Midwest Tax Group to get every deduction possible and work for your higher refund. And not just on this year's taxes, they'll check your prior returns for any tax savings you may have missed for free. Are you behind on filing your returns? They can file past due returns and help negotiate with the IRS too. They complete most tax returns within a week and charge an affordable flat fee, no hourly billing. And as their client, you can consult with the team at Midwest Tax Group year-round at no charge. Midwest Tax Group has 4 office locations in Castleton, Greenwood, Plainfield, and Greenfield, with evening and weekend appointments available. Schedule your appointment today at 317-288-5260. That's 317-288-5260. Or visit their website at mwtaxgroup.com. Midwest Tax Group can help you more than any piece of software ever could.
Healthcare is expensive and complicated. Did you know that as a Christian business owner, it is possible to provide access to affordable health benefits for your employees? Remodel Health has helped employers across the United States save over $22 million in the past 3 years. Our innovative approach allows your employees to have the health benefits they need at a cost you can afford. Go to remodelhealth.com/Todd to help your employees find the health care they deserve. Remodel Health. Rethink employee health benefits.
This is the sound of your typical do-it-yourselfer in completely over his head.
For heating, plumbing,
and electrical done right.
Call Mr. Quick. Call Mr. Quick. Dial the number, spell the words. For on time.
Have you seen the price of custom cabinetry and countertops lately? If you're looking for quality, affordable remodels, call Carriage House Woodworking. Our helpful professionals will walk you through every step of the process. We're offering a free sink base with qualifying purchases. Just enter CHWEINC.com/Todd or call 317-406-3042. Call Carriage House Woodworking. You won't have to spend your kids' inheritance just to upgrade your kitchen.
Welcome back really quickly, and this reminds me as well. If you follow us on YouTube, actually, if you follow us on Periscope, today's the last day. I think today Periscope comes down at the end of today. Make sure you follow us or download the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on another platform. Join and subscribe to the email newsletter, todd@toddofshow.com/subscribe. But YouTube is experimenting with not showing how many dislikes a video gets. And by the way, I mentioned that because we're going to be banned from there. I can tell you that this is coming. But YouTube is experimenting. You can still downvote a video, but it won't show the count. And I've seen some people on social media say, you can't convince me this has nothing to do with Joe Biden's YouTube channels. The amount of negative comments and thumbs down that Biden's getting. Would it surprise you, really? Would it surprise you to find out that they're trying to prevent against too many negative downvotes? I've got to go. SDG. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Need to refresh or renovate your commercial space? Call Interior Construction Services today, providing the highest level of quality construction at a competitive price. Our service-minded team is here to deliver the detail-oriented environment you're looking to create, on time and on budget. Call us at 317-991-4660 or visit us online at interiorconstruct.com. Interior Construction Services. Progressive, productive, professional.
As a listener of this program, I have no doubt that you embrace the value of hard work, honesty, and integrity. And when you have the opportunity to work with a company that fully embraces and shares these values, I'm sure you jump at it. Economy Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing is just that type of company in Central Indiana. Jeff and Jod Woods have a team of professional technicians here to help tune up your furnace or install a quality new train system. And they're also here to fix those nasty plumbing problems that seem to happen at the absolute worst time. So the next time you have a plumbing, heating, or cooling need, give the good folks at Economy Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing a call. Call 317-831-5279. That's 317-831-5279. Or visit economyheatingandair.com.
The compassion of Christ. It's living life connecting to the broken and messy world. It's not simply walking down the street and dropping a quarter in someone's bucket. It's been perverted by Satan from biblical compassion to feeling sorry for, and sympathy isn't where God wants us to live. It's connecting to broken people in our daily life. Living the compassion of Christ.